Hope you are all doing well. Welcome back to our CISA video series. This is 11th part of our CISA video sessions. So today we will discuss on typecasting. So let's get started. Typecasting in CISA is the process of converting a value from one data type to another. So as in our previous video we have already discussed like there are several types of data type like int, string, double, decimal, different types of data types are there. So typecasting in C# is the process of converting a value from one data type to another data type. This is often necessary when dealing with different types. So whenever there is requirement of dealing with different data types, that time we can use our typecasting. There are two main types of conversions or typecasting. One is implicit and another is explicit. Two types of typecasting or type conversions are there. Implicit typecasting. Implicit typecasting happens automatically when converting a smaller data type to a larger data type. So whenever we are trying to convert a data type with smaller range to larger range or smaller size to larger size, that time implicit typecasting happens automatically. It is safe because it does not lead to the data loss. So it is safe. Let's see how it is safe with an example. And this example I have already written in our Visual Studio. Let's try that one. Implicit casting from int to double. Implicit. This one is our implicit examples. Let's uncomment this code. First I have declared one integer variable that is num and which is keeping 1, 2, 3 and double num. Double is another data type and int is another data type, and what I am trying to do here is I am trying to assign this num value, this integer value, to this double data type value, this double num. So here I am trying to assigning a value of integer to a double variable. This time the integer is a what is that? The integer is a smaller data type and larger data type is our double, what we have declared in our data type video. So this time the typecasting called as implicit casting because integer is a smaller data type and double is a larger data type or bigger data type. So this typecasting is called as implicit casting. Let's run this as well and see the output. See, double value is 123. That is what we are printing here. So it is implicit typecasting. Explicit casting. What is explicit casting? Explicit casting is an integer num is implicit cast to double num without any data. Okay. Explicit typecasting is required when converting a larger data type to a smaller data type. They are just the reverse of this implicit typecasting. So whenever we are trying to convert a larger data type to a smaller data type, that time explicit typecasting is required. Or when converting between incompatible types, it requires the use of cast operator. So we will do explicitly typecasting, so we need cast operator and may lead to data loss or exceptions. This line exceptions or this word we will discuss in a later video. So data loss or exceptions if not handled properly. So exceptions is nothing but error we can say for now, but we can say if we are going to convert a data from larger size to smaller size, that time the data loss can be happen or exception can be arised. This example also it is there in our Visual Studio. So first I have declared one double data type where I have assigned this 123.45. as we have already discussed, like it is used to keep floating point data or decimal points, and I am trying to assigning this double value to a integer value. But integer is not capable to keeping this point value because integer can only hold till this 1 2 3, not point. After 0.45 it cannot hold integer data type. So whenever I'm trying to assign this double num value to this int num, this time I need a typecasting, external typecasting or explicit typecasting. That is what I have written here inside bracket int. So first convert this double num to int, then assign this value to this integer. That is what this line is saying. So this is explicit typecasting. Let's run and see the output as well for this. See 1 2 3. 0.45 is not going to print because integer can only hold this 1 2 3, not this. After this point it cannot like capable to hold. That is what our explicit typecasting. It requires the use of cast operator and may lead to data loss, as we have already seen. Like 0.45 is loss, like the data is not there in our output. Okay, here double num is explicitly cast to an integer. Here we are casting explicitly, which results in truncation of the decimal part. So this decimal part is truncated. Typecasting with reference type, that is also possible, or typecasting reference type also requires typecasting, especially when dealing with inheritance and polymorphism. But as we have not discussed our inheritance and polymorphism still yet, so we will discuss it later after inheritance and polymorphism. Next is safe typecasting. CISA provides the as and is operator for safe typecasting. What is this as operator? Used for safe type conversion and returns null. This null also we will discuss. But returns null means returns not null is a value, we can say. It will returns null if the conversion fails. So this one is as operator. Let's see it with an example as well. As operator. Let's comment this code as well. As operator. So we can use as operator as well for typecasting. Object is a data type as well. Like int, like double, object is a data type. We can declare a variable with the data type object. What is this object? The object type is the base type from which all other types derive. So it is the base type, like other type, whatever the other type, like int, double, decimal, whatever the types are there, the base type for all those types is object. It is defined in the system namespace and serves as the root of the type hierarchy. So it is the root for the like all other data type, because every type in C# ultimately inherits from objects. Whenever we will discuss on inheritance, that time we will discuss on what is this inherits, but we can say for now this is the base class, or all the other type is from this object type. So any type can be assigned to a variable of type object. So any type can be assigned to object type. This is, we can say, universal type. Since object is the base type, any value type or reference type can be assigned to variable of type object. So I have declared one object type here. Let's say we have already discussed, like object is, one second, let me comment this one first. So object is a data type which can be like hold the other data type. Like every data type can be, whatever the data type are there, like int, double, string, any kind of data type can be assigned to a object type variable. So here I have declared one object obj, and I can assign obj 42, I can assign obj to 3.14, I can assign obj to hello. No typecasting, no external typecasting is required, as object can hold all other data types because it is the base class or it is the universal type, that is object. And go for our example now is as operator. So as operator, so I have declared one obj data type obj, and here I am assigning one value hello world. So hello world is nothing but a string type of data. So what I am doing, I am trying to here, like I am trying to assigning this obj value to this str. Str is nothing but a string data type variable. So what I am doing here, first obj as string. So I am converting this obj, or I am checking obj as string. Then I am assigning this string to this str. If str is null, not null, then we are going to print this value, otherwise not. That is what this as operator saying. As operator used for shape type conversion returns null if the conversion fails. So if the conversion fails, it will return null. Another one is operator. Checks if the object is a specific type before casting. So before typecasting, it will check if it is a specific type or not. This one also I have pasted here. Let's comment this code and I will uncomment this one. So obj object obj hello world, then it is checking the if condition is checking obj is a string or not, and it will return true or false. String, yes, it is a string, obj is a string, so it will return true. So it will go for these two lines, and what it will do, first it will convert this obj to string, then it will assign this value to this string str variable. Then I am printing this one. Let's run this one, this as well, and see the output. Hello world. So we can easily like typecast from one data type to another data type. That is fine. Yesterday, whenever we discussed on this do while loop, we have seen one parse method for typecasting. So I also written some code for like parse method, how we can use parse method in our typecasting as well. Let's see. So first what I am doing here, I am writing a console.WriteLine statement, enter two numbers. So I will asking user like to enter two numbers. Then what I am trying to do, I am trying to read those two numbers from console and trying to keep it in our a variable and b variable. Then I am trying to adding those two numbers. So let's remove these two lines and see what is the error. See, this red line coming means the error is there. And what is this error saying? Cannot implicitly convert type string to int. So it is saying string to int, it is the conversion failed, it is saying. So this part is a string. Whenever this console.readline reading the input from the console, it will return the it will return a string, and we are trying to store a string value into our integer value. That's why it is saying like the like data type mismatch here. So we will use this int.parse method to convert this string as int, and then it will store into our a variable and b variable. Then it will print addition result is a plus b. Let's run this. Enter two number, let's say 20, 30, addition result is 50. So parse method is used for type conversion or typecasting. From like whenever we are trying to convert a data type, any data type to integer, that time we can use int.parse method. Okay, so parse means it will use for typecasting. Next, what is the is operator and okay, we have discussed this one. Since object is okay, so the summary is typecasting is a powerful feature in C#, that allows us to convert between different data types. So whenever the data types are different and we are trying to assign one data type to another data type, that time we need typecasting. That is what our typecasting is. That's all for our typecasting today. I hope you found this session helpful and informative. Please check the description below for detailed notes. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more C tutorials. See you in the next video.